'Twas the day before Thanksgiving, and all through the ground, like treasures hidden, waiting to be found. I don't have time for this. Let's dig. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and I've got my Legend, and I've got this 1920s permission. I only have about 2 hours, so I got to be quick. Let's go see what we can find. Stay tuned. First signal of the day. And the first signal of the day. I don't know whether it's a ring or just a piece of copper pipe. I'll clean it up and see. On to the next. Well, a really deep, faint high tone. And I have, oh, it's a dandy button. It's a dandy of a button. Outstanding. There's a colonial relic right there. Outstanding. On to the next. And now a nice deep signal here. And it's an old-fashioned ring pull. Yikes. On to the next. And now about a foot deep. It was a big giant copper plate. That sounded awesome. But not so awesome. On to the next. And during this hunt, you might notice that I don't have the Accupoint anymore. I've gone back to the PulseDive. Now this pinpointer is awesome. I love it. I switched to the Accupoint, and I did a review of it last December, about almost a year ago. It's quirky, the Accupoint. And finally, the last couple hunts, it drove me crazy. Wouldn't shut off, wouldn't turn on, you couldn't change the settings. The little rubber button is just, it just didn't hold up. So I put it aside. It's my backup now, and now I've gone back to the PulseDive. Awesome. I'll link to my review of the Accupoint here, but update, the flimsy little button just doesn't last. On to the next. Well, I have a little clump, and there's something in the clump. Not quite sure what. Let's find out. Oh, I see an edge right there. Looks like a penny of some kind. Oop. Well, it's a wheat penny. It was ringing up like an Indian. I had my hopes up, but nope. I see Abe Lincoln.
Did you say Abe Lincoln? No, I ain't say Abe Lincoln. I said, hey, Blinken. Hold the reins, man.
Yep, I said Abe Lincoln. On to the next. Well, a nickel signal. I have my hopes up for an old nickel. I get an old broken key. Yikes. On to the next. Well, I had an Indian signal. It said it was deep, but it was shallow because it's a tiny little medallion. I'll clean that up. You'll see that right here. That's cool. Slowly squeaking out a few interesting finds. On to the next. You know, I found that dandy button, and I kept saying I just want to find one good thing to be thankful for. And down here, faint signal. Oh, it's a Merc. Hoping for something a little older, but darn GoPro keeps shutting off. Now, of course, everyone calls these Mercury dimes. It's actually Liberty wearing a Phrygian or Liberty cap with wings. It symbolizes freedom of thought. Awesome. It's not actually Mercury on there. It's Liberty. Awesome. Silver for the day. On to the next. That's going to do it for today's hunt. Just about an hour and a half. Not too long, but good to get out just before the holiday. But I got things to do. So, hey, stay tuned. Come along on the next one. We'll see you there.